Hey y'all, it's April the 6th, 2017, and y'all, we brought up the fact that, there are more and more holidays that get added on, and there's more and more awareness months, and there's more and more weeks celebrating this and that are imposed onto us, right? A lot of them. And it's more and more every day, so there's new things that sometimes a lot of people know about that I don't know about, or that maybe you don't know about. All right, we discussed, things like this month is Autism Awareness Month, I believe. On throughout April, the month of April, you had to be as aware of autism as humanly possible. And back in February, everybody might know that used to be Black History Month. However, from what I understand, Donald Trump did an executive order, made it African American History Month. All right, so there is that. You have February. Meanwhile, I was just over here living my life, and I did not understand that throughout the month of March, which is between February and April, I just come to find out that that's Women's History Month. I mean, this is really stuff that you can Google, and you can Google it, and sure enough, Women's History Month, March. Alright, so you can only imagine what's going on in all these universities and things, but here's what I want to talk about more specifically. So children, alright? How many children do you suppose in this country are going to hear different examples being thrown at them about ladies throughout history, all throughout the month of March, just hammered home? Here's the thing about it. Ladies are all throughout history regardless. Alright, so if you want to know about ladies all throughout history, you could know. It's called through books and history books and stuff, if you really wanted to know. Alright, throughout the month of March, I mean, it's not a bad thing for people to know certain ladies who did certain pretty spectacular things. Alright, because all sort of human beings did pretty spectacular things all throughout history, to include ladies. Alright, but all throughout the month of March, what you'll have, just like you'll have with the other months, is a zeroing in on these people, and you're kind of projecting them as like slighted minorities, I guess. Alright, because inevitably it always comes back down to like, oh, white people own history, and we celebrate white people we celebrate white people all year, and all sort of stuff. Meanwhile, it's nothing but more and more holidays, more and more Academy Awards and things like that for celebrities, more and more like awareness months and special weeks. It's just more and more of it. All right, and to the point where it's getting kind of ridiculous. In fact, actually, from what I see, because here's the thing, it's not stopping or slowing down. These awareness days and these things and these holidays and things, not slowing down. There's more and more, and you gotta understand that at a certain point, the whole entire calendar is going to be taken up. Alright, it pretty much already is, but when it's all taken up completely, then what you're gonna have, believe it or not, and I know it sounds retarded, believe it or not, you're gonna have wars over what day means what. People are really going to get into legal battles over what day we celebrate on what, who we celebrated on what, and that's really going to be a thing. And you say, well, that's preposterous. That is just absolutely unacceptable. I would agree. But that's where we're going. Anyways, all throughout the month of March, basically, it's going to be assumed that women are left out of the history books. All right, history books that come from a curriculum, some sort of centralized agency is coming up with this curriculum. All right, and they're going to tell you that women have been left out of history. I mean, basically what they're doing, these teachers in these schools who might bring up the idea of Women's History Month, basically what they're doing to little girls, and I know this sounds hyperbolic, but intellectually, they're spitting in these little girls' face all throughout the month of March. Because women, I mean, not only are they in history books and all sort of books, there's all sort of books written about all sort of various women, but not only that, I mean, there would not be human beings. There would be no books and nobody to read the books were not for women. And so therefore they're never separated out of history. They're just never separated out of history. I don't know. See, there's all sort of books out there. There's one called the Bible too as well. It's not all about white people. It doesn't bring up white people. But anyways, if y'all missed it, and I sure did, the Women's History Month was last March, so you better be prepared to celebrate that. You're going to need a purple sash all throughout the month of March. You better be prepared to celebrate that, or you're going to be called some sort of asshole. Anyways, it's April the 6th, 2017. I'll holler at y'all later.